Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of Morning Scone presented by, I don't know my Brock sign, but Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com, Restored Motions, RestoredMotions.com, ProCharge EV, ProChargeEV.com. So Baton Rouge Regional, the entire field has been announced. Baton Rouge Regional, LSU the number 5 national seed. I like the draw. We'll delve into this. 2 seed, Oregon State. 3 seed, Sam Houston. And the 4 seed is Tulane. So, just if you start here at the top with LSU facing Tulane on Friday, 2 o'clock. Thank God I don't have to do my radio show Friday. Wow. Because LSU's playing Tulane at 2 o'clock. I'd be head up on a regional. Thank God. Thank God I don't have to do that. Good luck, Musso. Chump. Anyway. Been that before. So Tulane ends up the 4 seed, which is probably the best draw LSU could have gotten. I know you could look at the name on the jersey, and Tulane at times has had success in their program. Tulane's 19-40. If I read this correctly, and granted I'm at the beach and I'm not as locked in as I would be if I was home, I'm fairly certain I read that Tulane is the first 40-loss team ever to make regionals. So you could make an argument that this is quite literally the worst team ever in the field. I mean, probably not, because like the SWAC champion is usually not a very good team and not very competitive. There are exceptions in certain years, but as far as a resume, I mean, it's pretty incredible that a 40-loss team got in. I mean, as a random aside, it's another reason why I think auto bids for conference tournament champions are completely stupid, because you're nullifying what happened over the course of an entire conference season over several months and putting all the emphasis on what happens over several days in a tournament where there's a lot of randomness, but whatever. So the draw is good for LSU with that respect. So then they'll play the winner of Oregon State and Sam Houston. It's a good Oregon State team, not a great one. And Sam Houston is a team that won a lot of games. When you kind of excuse me, when you kind of look at resumes. Oregon State's RPI was 37. They finished 39-18 on the season. Strength of schedule just 72. And they were only 8-6 in quad 1 games, which speaks to how down the Pac-12 was this year. So, Oregon State's non-conference strength of schedule was 247. So they were 39-18. The record's pretty good, but it was really against a very, very poor schedule. So Oregon State comes in as the 2 seed, and then Sam Houston is the 3 seed. They were 38-23, so very similar resume to Oregon State. 107 on strength of schedule. They only played 8 quad 1 games all year. They were 3-5 against quad 1. So, I mean, you really got a favorable draw. I mean, Sam Houston won a lot of games. They're a good team, and they can hit. Sam Houston can certainly hit. But maybe that won't bode well against LSU's pitching, but chances are if you play Sam Houston, you're playing them in the marble game, and they'd face Paul Skeens. So, good luck. So I think LSU should have a really, I don't want to say easy time, but like, they should win this regional. Like, I don't foresee LSU having a problem in this regional. And then they're paired with the Lexington, Kentucky. Regional start Friday. LSU plays at 2 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, you're set.
Yep. And they're paired with the Lexington Regional, which means LSU Huh? What did he say?
He said you should go to your show from 2 to 3. There's
You don't talk 3 o'clock. You're not Eastern time.
I'm not even gonna be there.
Oh, you
I'm off all week, bruh.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Good luck, Muso. That's what I'm saying.
I thought you had to go back in.
So the Lexington Regional. I think is interesting because of Indiana. And Indiana and Kentucky played each other earlier this year. Hang on, I'm gonna say my good mornings here in a second, but I want to find this. Indiana and Kentucky played Tuesday, March 14th. Kentucky beat Indiana 12-2. I would have sworn they played a weekend as well. Maybe not. Maybe it was just that. Yeah, okay, it was just that one midweek game. But that's part of the reason why Kentucky's RPI stayed high all year. Is they played some strong non-conference opponents, even if not strong in name, strong in the RPI. So anyway, okay, let's say some good mornings. Trivia Carter, Brian Penton, good morning. Caleb Lemoyne, comment about the regional, the Super Regional. Jesse Brown, good morning. Is it realistic the Saints could trade for Hunter Renfrow or sign DeAndre Hopkins? Realistic, yes. Yes, absolutely. The question is, which would you prefer? Do you want Renfrow, who's a smaller target, or Hopkins, who's a bigger, more game-breaking threat? Financially, you could afford both. Talked about that. Saints got about $14 million in cap space, so they could certainly afford it. But the comment I'll keep making about Hopkins is, how much do you really want to invest in a aging, 30-year-old receiver? So I don't think. You've already got one of those in Michael Thomas, who can't stay healthy. So if DeAndre Hopkins is declining, how much do you really want to invest in DeAndre Hopkins? Spurge, good morning. Chance Babin, West Virginia's a good team that slumped late in the Lexington Regional. Yeah, so the Big 12 was just an absolutely atrocious baseball league this year. So forgive me, and I know West Virginia, look, I'm looking at right here, West Virginia's RPI is 24, which is respectable, and they were 14-10 against Quad 1. I get a lot of that. Their strength of schedule was 47. Their non-conference strength of schedule was 128. That was an atrocious baseball league. The Big 12 was horrible this year. So, and they were 15-9 in the Big 12. So I get it. But when you are one of the best teams in the Big 12 and you're not hosting, that's indicative of how bad that league was this year. And it was bad. So I'm going to have to ask any Big 12 team, you got to prove it. Bart St. Germain, Thomas Bergeron, good morning. Where are we? Anyone selling tickets to regionals? Anyone? Bart's looking for tickets if anybody has them. Bart, I would also say keep an eye on for when the GA, the general admission tickets go on sale out at the box, because they'll have them. And then you can always go snag ticket from other teams when they lose. Let's see. David Tolson, Kirk Taylor, good morning. Tulane, worst team in history to make the tournament. I think they're the only 40-loss team. I said that at the beginning. I think they're the only 40-loss team to ever make the field. So, yeah, that's pretty atrocious. It's a good draw for LSU, there's no doubt. Dylan Beeson, love the draw. Thinking we should pitch Coleman in game 1. They're probably either going to throw Coleman or Coleman or Thatcher Hurd. The cut on the bottom of my foot. They're probably going to throw Coleman or Thatcher Hurd in game 1. I can't imagine anything else. Skeens will pitch the Marble game on Saturday, and then Ty Floyd will go in game 3. We'll go in the championship game. There's just I don't know how anything else makes sense. Kirk said throw Helmers against Tulane. I mean, you could. I mean, you could throw Blake money. I mean, you could treat it like a midweek game. You know, LSU played Tulane earlier this year. Let me pull up that box score. LSU won 11-5, and that was down in New Orleans, by the way. It played at Turchin. And it was the game that, remember, I think, Southeastern was the game that wasn't televised. Let's see. Christian Little started that game for LSU. Pitched 1 inning, allowed a run. Blake Money went 2 2/3, allowed 2 runs. Collins went 2 2/3, got the win. Dutton an inning, Cooper an inning, Hurd an inning, and that's how they finished it out. So, I mean, they used 6 pitchers, but didn't really use anybody for any length that they needed. So the point being, like, you're not going to start Christian Little. You're not going to run the risk of him walking in runs to start the regional. But you could start any of those other guys. You could start Hurd. You could start Cooper. You could start Money. You could start Dutton, Collins. I mean, you could start any of those guys. My guess is they'll start Hurd. That's my guess. And hopefully your offense explodes, and so you don't have to extend Hurd. But my guess is they probably would. They would get as much out of him as they can. Right. Smash that like button if you would. YouTube, subscribe up to the channel. Facebook, please like the page, share the post. Erica's here. Want to do some Ask E-Rock.
Good morning.
Drew's
Lauren's
here.
You can ask.
Lauren's here.
But yes, that's Lauren.
That's Erica's sister, Lauren. So if you want to do Ask L-Rock. L-Dog.
Larry.
Would you be...
Ask Larry.
Ask Larry.
Sounds way better.
Lauren is the son Barry never had. Barry, a.k.a. Papa Rock. So she's affectionately known here as Larry. So if you want to ask Larry, you can ask Larry.
Can't joke about that anymore.
Stop.
Well, you take off.
James Corwin, good morning. Mark Rendo, good morning. From Houghton, all right. GameCube man, good morning. One of my coworkers says Dylan Cruz is the most overrated player on the team and is not going first in the draft. That probably doesn't even justify a response, because that is so stupid. I don't even know how you could formulate that opinion. I mean, he's a 5-tool guy, and he's like consensus number 1 pick. That's a really, really stupid opinion.
What do you tell him?
And my guess is he's just trolling, because there's no way he's serious. Because if he's serious, then he needs to just not talk. Trivia Carter, companion show back because you said you can't do it during the season. You didn't say anything about the postseason. Yeah, can't do companion shows, Trivia, but we are planning for baseball, whiskey, and wine.
How many times? Woohoo!
I mean, you on this big old vacation. Ain't had to open your wallet one time. And I'm sitting there telling you I'm going to make money. You're like, ugh.
Every week we're doing this?
We'll probably do one. Miss me. You spent every waking minute with me this whole week. We are probably going to do one this Saturday. And then if they advance to Super Regionals, one for Saturday as Supers. And then we'll see what happens in Omaha.
I thought you meant like all baseball.
Ugh.
That would be a lot. You know how many baseball games there are, Matt?
I'm just talking about this postseason.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wendell Norman, good morning. James, Matt, how confident are you, scale of 1 to 10, LSU takes care of business this week? A week 1 against Florida State. No, James, I mean, I think slightly in LSU. If a 5 out of 10 is a coin flip, I'd go 6. 6.5. Florida State's really good, man. Jordan Travis is a really good quarterback who beat you last year. You got to go on the road. You don't have a week 1 or week 0 tune-up game. Now, neither do they this year. But, that's going to be a challenging game. They've done well in transfer portal as well. They've added some weapons for Jordan Travis. Jared Verse, big pass rushing defensive end, is back. So that's a good team, man. I mean, it's a virtual coin flip game. I think Vegas has it at 1.5. It's probably about right. Jesse Brown, Matt, how does college baseball need to change the RPI and other qualifiers to improve the selection process? I don't, because the RPI is the only thing they look at, and different committees look at it differently. I think mostly when you have a field of 64, you're generally going to get it right. I mean, there might be a couple of teams that make an argument that they should be in that aren't, but if you're down at number 64, you got a smaller argument that you should be in. So I never really worry about that too much. I mean, as long as you get right the teams that deserve to be the national seeds, because that's really what matters. So, okay, Erica, let me hear it.
Can I book Sharpies at noon on Friday for Drew?
I don't know yet. I'll let you know after this, and I'll find out if I'm going to see Crystal Thursday or Friday.
Oh. I thought we were waiting on the baseball thing.
Let's see. Spartan King playing with fire, underestimating regional opponent. I'm not underestimating anybody, Spartan King. It doesn't matter if I do. I'm not going to play. I'm not going to pitch or hit or anything like that. So I'm not playing with fire. It's more about the team being ready to go. Caleb Lamorne. I like the idea of starting Cooper. He pitched well last weekend. I don't think they're going to start Cooper. They could. They did it early in the year. If you do, it's probably give me an inning because that's a guy that Jay is going to want to use multiple times. But I think they'll end up starting Hurd. Ray Langwa, good morning, Matt, and Scone vacay crew. Yeah, no, the crew's gone today.
The crew's gone.
Olivia went back home, and the guys are downstairs playing Xbox or went back to bed or something. So just me today, I guess. And E-Rock and Larry. Let's see, Lou. What's the line on Clemson winning their regional with Tennessee? That's a rough draw. That is a rough draw. That's definitely the regional death. And I would take Tennessee to win that regional. Samuel Smith, LSU is the second highest favorite to win their regional per DraftKings, -165, Wake's -230 or so. Clemson's +135, Tennessee's +145. James says, Matt, I'm sorry, I only ask football questions. I don't care about baseball. It's all good, James. That's the point of the show. Ask whatever you want. The whole concept is ask anything about anything. So fire away. You're good, man. You're good. Smash the like button. Where are we? Tony Williams, good morning. Jamie Leday, what's up? Mark, are there a lot of Louisiana folk on the beach this week? I don't know that. What's weird? Like, when you go to Gulf Shores or something like that, or in the past, like, you'd see a lot of like LSU tents or LSU hats and flags. You know what I mean? But I don't think you really see any of that.
We've got people from Nashville, Birmingham.
No, I just mean you don't see that from
Yeah,
people from anywhere. Like, you don't see.
The only way you know is if you talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they don't allow tents and stuff like that on the beach or whatever. Do y'all know? Do they?
Well, I mean, yesterday they had that striped tent.
Yeah, there was
down
tents.
from us.
Yeah.
I think there's tents.
Yeah. Earl, good morning. Does Hurd start Friday or Floyd? I would probably throw Hurd. Or Blake Money with a very quick hook. Let's see. According to Google, Tulane has the most losses of any team ever to make a regional. It plays. David Tolson, how about the Heat last night? Celtics really underperformed. I couldn't be sure after the Game 6 tip-in when Miami rallied, had the lead, looked like they had it won. Boston gets the tip-in to win Game 6. They're going back home for Game 7. Miami's on the brink of an epic collapse from up 3-0. I thought Boston was going to run them out the gym last night. And good for Miami because the exact opposite happened, huh?
That was so different. I was saying like that little restaurant
Oh,
last night.
yeah.
The local spot. No wait.
No, wait.
People here don't know about that.
People here don't know about
They
that.
all wait 2.5 hours at the
Yeah, they do.
compound, which is nice. But that little restaurant was really giving them a shout out here.
Give them a shout out.
What were they called? Steamboat Lounge? Steamboat?
Steamboat
Grill?
Steamboat Grill, I think.
Yeah.
Steamboat Grill.
Very local, very good, very sweet.
Sunny Warbington, good morning.
Oh, hey, you
Any
missed
update
Oh,
on
you're
Tommy
there.
Tanks? I think Tommy Tanks fine. I haven't heard an update. My guess is that's probably a. I would assume a re-aggravation of his groin issue. Ray Wright, what's up? I like our path, Scone. We still got to execute. CJ, you can slide over if you want to get on the show.
He wasn't doing it until Laura and I both told him. He's like, no. He
Huh?
was waiting. Laura and I both told him to. He was like, no. And then
No, you're quite welcome.
he was waiting until
Well,
you
you're not
guys
in the
went
Facebook
back.
shot. You're in the YouTube shot. So this is CJ. For those that missed it yesterday, CJ is Eli's friend who's on this trip.
He's a beast baseball player.
Beast baseball player.
Grand Slammer.
Hit a grand slam. Biggest kid of the three here. The guys on the people next to us on the beach just were like, man, good arm on that kid. Look at him whip that football right through the air with the greatest of ease. Boom, boom.
And then they thought you were a former quarterback.
Somebody asked me if I was a quarterback, and I lied to him. I was like, yeah, it's been a long time though, man. Been a long time. The old chicken wing don't really work like it used to.
Edo and I didn't get along, so I didn't get much playing time.
Yeah, I didn't play for Edo. No, didn't do that. Ray Wright, what's good? I like our path. Still got to execute. Yes, sir. Earl says don't start Dutton. I mean, I don't think Dutton will start, but I don't think that's a bad option against Tulane. I don't know that there are many bad options against Tulane. Let's see, Earl, Matt. Tulane is a different team than we played a few months ago. They're playing pretty good ball right now. In-state school is not intimidating. Yeah, Earl, like, they're not playing good ball. Like, they got hot and won their conference tournament. Like, congrats to them for that. That's a pretty terrible baseball team. You don't lose 40 games over the course of a season if you're a good team. You don't, like, lose 40 games by happenstance. Like, you stink. And they stink. They stink. They got hot and won their tournament. Like, congrats to them. But, yeah, man. That's about, I mean, if it's not the SWAC champion, a team that lost 40 games is about the most favorable draw you can get. I don't know what else to say. If you can't beat the team that lost 40 games, if you can't beat any team that's a 4 seed in your regional, that's a problem. Charlie Cavell, Matt Godwin, what's going on? Do you think JJ?
Jordan Jefferson.
No, that'd be Jay Johnson. Yeah, I reckon. Goes back to the lineup they had so much success with earlier in the season. So, Charlie, my guess is he's going to stick with Dylan Cruz in the leadoff spot. I think the bigger question is probably who Tulane throws and then who he has in the field. For example, like, do you want Pearson in right? If you do, and Joe Bear plays in left, then Trey Morgan goes to first, and you're probably going to catch Travinsky in the first game, depending on who's pitching, but my guess is they catch Travinsky. And so then you'll probably DH Beloso or Jones, depending on who Tulane throws. Do you want a lefty or a righty in there? My guess is you probably DH Beloso and Jones stays on the bench. Deborah Coward, good morning. Oh no, I think Facebook just went kaput. I don't know. I think Facebook just went bye-bye. Weird. I think Facebook literally just stopped working. Yeah, live videos ended. Sorry, Facebook. That's weird. Oh, I think our internet access in here went out. Like, I had to go to my data on my phone. So I think that's what happened. So, like, YouTube stayed up because that's on my phone, and so my phone data took over the Wi-Fi. Yeah, the Wi-Fi went out. That's a bummer.
Said Facebook is trash anyways.
Huh?
Who's that? Facebook is trash.
Somebody commented.
Oh, I'm sure that was trivia. I know who that is. I'm certain it was Trivia Carter. Where you saw that comment?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Trivia's always hating on Facebook.
Oh, on the phone. I don't see it. See, this disconnected too. See, I don't see the chat here either. On here. Oh, I don't see the chat on here because this is on Wi-Fi, so I'd have to look here. All right, we might just be done. Yeah, see, of course, Trivia Carter's when I said Facebook is trash. Facebook isn't trash, Trivia. What happened is my Surface is what I use to broadcast on Facebook. My phone is what I use to broadcast YouTube, and we just lost Wi-Fi in here, so my Surface went away. My phone data took over on YouTube. Had this been inverted and Facebook were on the phone and YouTube were on the Surface, then Facebook would still be going and YouTube wouldn't. But you can say whatever you want, Trivia, hating on Facebook. It's still the most used social media platform in the world, Trivia. But that. All right. Samuel Smith says CJ is more like Tommy Tanks. Is that your favorite player? Or Dylan Cruz? Or who?
Tommy.
You like him because of the chains and the tats?
Of it.
But MLB probably Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper, okay.
I use this walk-up song.
What's his walk-up song?
Flowers by Tim Moby, I think.
I have no idea what that is. Do you know what that is?
Okay.
Flowers.
We gotta listen to that.
Let's see. Hal Jubin, how long are you in Florida? We leave tomorrow. We've been here since, when did we come Thursday or Friday? We came here Friday. So Friday to Wednesday.
CJ is like Tanks, but Eli is.
But what?
Say something about Eli and me.
CJ is like Tanks. It seems Eli is more like Jack Merrifield.
Who is that?
Jack Merrifield is an infielder for LSU. Who's just kind of like smaller, not a lot of power. You hit for average, run, that sort of stuff. Bart St. Germain. No, Trivia, those aren't excuses. That's called an explanation. There's a big difference. Explanation has logic and reasoning behind it. Cajun Country, Oregon State sounds like LSU fans. Bullpen is suspect. Hitting is inconsistent. Man, I thought I was listening to the rant. I would not say hitting at LSU has been inconsistent. We've been over this. They lead the SEC in literally every offensive category. LSU fans have convinced themselves of a narrative when a team doesn't, for a game, hit in the clutch. They think, oh, they're inconsistent. They can't hit in the clutch, which is just stupid. Trivia said false. Twitter is the most used social platform. That is factually inaccurate. Let's see. Tell Lauren to come back out. We haven't asked Larry.
Oh, that's Larry? Oh, where's she outside?
Yeah, sitting right there.
Where's Cole?
It's cold. She wearing a sweatshirt. Hey, we got an Ask Larry. For those that don't know, Larry is Lauren, Erica's sister, a.k.a. Larry, as the family affectionately calls her, since she's the daughter that Barry never had.
The son that right?
I'm sorry, the son,
Very
yes.
confusing.
Lauren's the one that would, kill spiders and change light bulbs. And what else would we say that would be the reason that you're Larry?
I would help carry things.
Yes.
Manual labor.
Manual labor.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, well, welcome to the
Oh,
show.
okay.
What do you
Eli,
do?
there's an Ask Larry.
Ask Larry.
Ask Larry, who's Larry?
Miss Larry.
Eli.
Oh, hi.
Ask Larry. What's the most annoying thing about E-Rock?
Who asked that question?
Who do you think?
Trivia? He's a little spicy this morning, isn't he?
There's nothing annoying.
That is so not true.
You're the best.
Larry. Come on,
Okay,
Larry.
You can say two things.
Okay.
Okay. You can say two things.
I-
It's like, hold on, let me
I'm
choose
like
this
looking
one.
at the camera like
No, you're not on.
I'm not on. I am probably under emotional and E-Rock is super emotional, and sometimes I don't do well with that.
All the time.
Okay.
Hey,
And by the way, Erica is Tanya's favorite, and she just agreed.
Very. Erica is mom's favorite.
We all know, Tanya, we all know Erica's your favorite. Like, Larry even said it's okay. We all know.
Larry's dad's
Yeah,
favorite.
they're doing Ask Larry. How sad is that?
You doing what?
Ask Larry.
Ask Larry?
They're doing Ask Larry.
Ask.
That's a good segment.
They asked me what was the most annoying
One of
thing
Larry's
about-
kids dropped their breakfast at the bottom of the stairs down there.
Oh, Larry.
Larry.
They asked
Gotta go
me-
pick it up, Larry. Maybe you could get
Larry.
Larry. Larry's gonna run. Larry's gonna run the
Do
excavator
it.
and get that done. Let's see. Oh, I got it, Cajun Country. So,
Okay.
I got it. Oregon State is saying about LSU. Got it. Thomas Lamont brothers' wedding is Friday. By the way, for those that missed, Eli, Lucky, if you weren't here yesterday, Eli is my nephew. Lucky, CJ are his friends. They play baseball, and they rolled through here to the beach. Y'all just about missed the show. We're almost done.
Yeah.
Thomas Lamont, my brother's wedding is Friday. Ooh. Glad the game's due. What should he do, Erica?
What?
His brother's wedding is Friday.
What time?
What time's the wedding, Thomas? He said glad the game is at 2, so you should get to see some of it. So the wedding's at 6.
Yeah, it's not game me
6.
over.
It'll be fine. Game me over,
We're
yeah.
taking like wedding photos and doing all the pre-stuff.
All right, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Anybody else that I missed? I think we might be done, man. I think y'all are done, despite the fact that we got a lot of people watching. Scott Swindle said "woo pig," which is one of the stupidest things ever. God bless Scott. I mean, Dave Van Horn's a good coach, and that program is really good. But just the "woo pig" chant is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. I cannot imagine cheering for a team where I had to say "woo pig," pig suey. It's one of the most grotesque, stupidest. I actually feel bad for you when you say it. Woo pig. That's okay. Here we go. People saying they should have put Oregon State in the heat at 2 p.m. game. Thoughts? No, I completely disagree. I think you play the first game for several reasons. So the home team gets to choose if they want to play the first or the second game of the region. I completely agree that you play the first game because in the event of a weather delay, you know your game start time, and you don't get delayed deep into the night, and then a potential quick turnaround. So think of it this way: you play at 2, you know when you're starting. If you're the second game, you have no idea. You know roundabout when you're supposed to start, but that could be altered based on weather or different stuff like that. And if you play weather or extra innings or whatever, you could go deeper into the night and then have a quicker turnaround if you lose. And if you play the first game, you have more time off before you play on Saturday night to rest. So no, for all the reasons that you control controllables, you want to play the first game. So I think that's absolutely the right decision. Thomas Lamont said I'm a groomsman, so there'll be pre-wedding stuff.
This one is, you can't have it on his phone.
My brother got married during football season. He did on LSU's off date, open date. Thanks a lot, bro. One Saturday and off. We're getting a wedding. Whatever. I'm just kidding. It was a good day. Okay. Tulane's 19-40, worse than Monroe. Yes, Tulane's. I lost 40 games, bro. Dawn Rushing, have a great rest of the vacay. Kirk Taylor, trivia, why you mean today? Oh, ask Larry.
Dad, Tulane got beat 40 times.
first 40 loss team in the history.
40?
First 40 loss team in the history of regionals. What are they doing in there? Larry, you said they asked 2 things, but you only said 1.
Oh my gosh.
I think the lug nuts could be in there.
It's not me.
Not really.
It's your sister. What's annoying? Pick something when y'all were kids.
Eli!
All right, go ahead, E. Go ahead, E.
That's so annoying.
Go ahead, E.
It's fine. No, do it.
Do it. Roaster.
I mean, this is funny, but
Sometimes you're a little extra.
I'd be careful.
we already said she's emotional.
Yeah, she's extra.
No, not emotional. Like,
But does that really annoy you? You like her extraness?
I do, but it's sometimes.
Yeah, who got a basket with
Yeah,
candy and
like,
stuff
look,
in it?
you got
I
Yeah.
love you being extra.
Right. All right. Go ahead, Larry.
This is funny.
Oh, there's a good one coming up.
This is
Oh, a really good one.
What?
No, you'll laugh in a second. Go ahead.
why you think
No, good comment.
No, the next Ask Larry is really good.
Okay, so sometimes when Erica is telling a story,
Oh.
she gets like majorly into character, and usually it's like the wrong character,
Yes.
and that can be like a little
It's
bit
not annoying.
It's funny. It's funny. It's
Okay.
not really annoying. I don't know. Most of our
It's just
annoying
weird.
qualities are funny.
Yeah.
I gotta be
Uh,
honest.
Thank you.
I gotta be honest.
That's a compliment then.
Yeah,
So,
it's funny.
you know how trivia sometimes asks you, would you punch something or other
Yes.
for Mary?
Okay.
You know where this is going to go.
Trivia's like, would you
Hold on.
punch a dolphin
Wait,
for
hang on.
$6 million?
Hang on. Ask Larry. Hold on. Ask Larry. Would you punch a dolphin for $1 million?
No.
No, she
No,
loves golf.
absolutely not.
He doesn't know
Yes.
how funny it is.
Trivia, I love dolphins so much. I wish I could be a dolphin trainer. I would never, ever.
So
ever,
Larry's
ever.
like life goal over here was to be a dolphin
She
trainer.
owned everything
One day.
dolphin.
One
So
day I will.
so the fact that
Dolphin
he
comforters,
dropped the
yeah.
would you punch a dolphin?
Almost
question.
anything else. I'd punch Erica for $1 million.
Oh my
Not a
gosh,
problem.
Do it.
Me? Would you punch me for $1 million?
For $1 million? Where?
But you wouldn't do a dolphin? You would punch Eli or me?
Would you punch me?
Like Eli would understand. Eli would
That
punch
was
you
my whole thing too.
in the stomach.
The
I love
dolphin
you,
wouldn't
but
get it.
we'll split the $1 million.
Yeah, perfect.
He would be all for it.
Split the $1 million.
I'll give you 100,000.
$100,000.
Still a lot. No, that's
Give
still
like
a lot.
10,000. 10,000.
I give him at least 100 to punch Eli for $1 million.
How about I'm gonna punch you and you can still live in my house? I'm gonna keep feeding you
I would give him
and
at
clothing
least
you
100,000.
and,
To punch.
and sending
in
you
my
to school
savings account.
and doing all right. Come on,
Put it in my savings account.
$100,000.
I'll punch
Ridiculous.
somebody for free.
Get him married.
Dad, would you punch Erica
For what?
for free?
No, I wouldn't.
Thanks, Dad.
Dad, would you punch me?
I wouldn't punch anybody.
Yeah.
Well, you just said you punch somebody for free.
Somebody I didn't like.
Okay. Would you punch a dolphin for $1
What
million?
about the guys throwing sand dollars at Drew yesterday?
If a
Ooh.
dolphin was attacking me, I'd punch it without any money.
Yeah,
Sometimes they got some killer dolphins.
No.
they do.
Kill a dolphin.
You gotta
Where
punch
do
him
you think
between
killer
the
whales come
eyes.
from? They
Um,
make baby dolphins.
Robert
Killer
Potts.
whales make baby dolphins.
Robert Potts said, Matt, baseball question. Do you think Cruz has more homers or intentional walks this weekend?
Tension.
Boys say intentional. Oh, Lucky says home
Lucky's
run.
going on the other side.
Oh no, he's looking it up.
I don't
No,
know that
It's a prediction.
because he's leading off. I don't know that he's going to be in a spot where they've got Pearson behind him. Maybe I will. No, it's really just a question of will he be intentionally walked at any point this weekend.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to see how many times he's been intentionally walked this year. They don't have the splits.
I thought he had more home runs.
Yeah.
No.
58.
Did I fall?
See, now if you're talking about walks, then yes, walks for sure. But intentional walks? No, I'm gonna say homers. I don't think he'll be intentionally walked this weekend.
Thank you.
Okay,
Matt versus CJ.
we'll see.
I think
It's just
think
a very
intentional.
specific. It's a very specific situation that'll have to arise
I don't know if he's gonna play.
for him to be intentional. You don't think he's gonna play?
He's not batting too well.
Oh,
Kirk Taylor asked Matt if you had enough of the beach. Yeah. Well, no, I love being here, but like the sand and the water and hadn't Phil. Let's see. Joel Ensminger, do you like our draw? Don't know much about Oregon State. Yeah, I think it's a good draw. Went through Oregon State earlier. They're a pretty typical Oregon State team. They're 37th in the RPI, 39-18 overall. They're only 8-6 against quad one opponents. So only 14 quad one games all year. By comparison, LSU has played 29 quad one games, 17 and 12. Oregon State. Oregon State strength of schedule is 72. Yeah, I mean, look, they're what typical West Coast team, typical Oregon State team. They've won some games, but not the conference. The Pac-12 is down this year, so. But then look, I mean, you have a program that's had a lot of success and guys expect to win. There's always a challenge. It's like when LSU went to Corvallis or LSU went to Eugene and won that regional there. Toughest regional, the Indiana State regional is terrible. The Clemson with Tennessee there is brutal. Austin Kidder Said Matt War Eagle is worse than Woo Pig. Nope. Because the eagle is cool. The eagle flies around the stadium, and that's just like a cool thing. A pig it's a pig.
I'd say that word.
It's a pig that rolls around in mud and slop, and you have to say woo pig. I mean, pig. Like you have adult humans wearing pig hats.
I've called the hogs before.
That's a shame. Erica dated some guy from Arkansas a million years ago, and that's
Wait, can I have the annoying question?
yes, yes, please.
That's not me.
Throw another one out there.
No, I was there. They were annoying. He was annoying.
It wasn't me.
I hope he doesn't watch the show.
He doesn't.
He was annoying. He didn't help. He didn't do anything.
The old boyfriend.
Yes.
Got it.
He was not nice to me.
Kirk Taylor asked Larry,
Oh God.
have you ever yelled at an umpire?
Yes, she has.
Yes.
Yes, she has. Yes, she has. When I got hit and they didn't let me go to first base,
No.
you
I
yelled.
was yelling at somebody else.
No, you were yelling.
Who are you yelling at? Who are
I
you yelling
wasn't
at?
yelling at them.
Who
I
are
was
you
yelling
yelling
at.
at?
I think
I was
Lucky
yelling
knows.
because somebody was yelling at you, and I was like, you need to ask him if he's okay. I was yelling at
Oh,
somebody
you
else.
did. But you also yelled at umpire. I remember one time.
Yeah, I think.
I'm sorry. I think the question was asked Larry.
Okay, I mean, not meanly. I never yell meanly. And I'm usually just very positive to the boys. What do I say, guys?
Ready, 1, 2.
Ready.
Oh, God.
Ready, 1, 2.
When I'm in the dugout,
Ready, 3, 4.
like someone else out there, like you're so loud.
Okay, do you
I
want me
can't,
to
I
stop
can't
yelling?
imagine the people
Do you
sitting
want me
next
to
to you.
stop yelling?
No.
Is that why you sit at the very
See,
top?
yes.
To get away, so
No, I've never
breaking
yelled
your
anything
eardrums?
mean at an umpire to my knowledge.
Not
The
true.
boys
I
apparently
have.
disagree.
I've yelled at umpire.
But I don't think I've
definitely
ever
have.
yelled at an umpire, no.
Sonny's wife says Matt's starting a boy band. I want it that way. That's
Tell
it.
me why.
Oh, yeah.
How do you not know this?
Let's see. Trivia Carter asked E-Rock.
Ooh.
Any battles lately?
Yeah, I mean, I ran into several things yesterday. I fell at the gas station with Drew.
She did. She was holding Drew. She stepped off
Ledge of
a
the
lip by the gas pump and fell while holding Drew.
Literally.
Fell right onto her knees on one of the metal
Drew
grates.
did not touch the ground.
Nope.
Save that boy.
Leon Williams, Kirk Taylor.
It was like a softball.
Kirk Taylor said Matt makes
So,
Kirk Taylor said Matt makes 100,000 a day. If I made 100,000 a day,
Yeah.
I would not be sitting here right now doing this show. I'll tell you that much. I would be on Matt Island by myself.
Excuse me.
Yes,
By yourself?
by myself on Matt Island right now.
You would leave me and Drew.
No, I would come back and get y'all later and hang out. But I go to my island to hang out by myself for a little while. When I wanted my alone time, I have my coffee in the morning. I go to my island, and then I'd come back and
She's gonna beat you.
she ain't gonna be nothing.
Now,
Stuff. That is. Oh, Trivia Carter. Dolphins are jerks.
Oh, I'm so sorry you feel that way.
he has a thing about dolphins, though.
I love them though. They're the best ever.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Why are they the best ever?
Oh my gosh, they're just great. They're smart. They're beautiful. They're just so cute.
they're just
I mean, other dolphins are like mean and
No, they
Pretty
can be, but
aggressive.
They're super wonderful.
I think they're jerks.
No, you don't. You haven't even ever
Is
spent
Shamu a
any
whale or a
time with
dolphin?
one. Shamu is a whale.
Okay.
Shamu's a whale. Kirk Taylor, breaking all the hotels in Lexington are sold out. I saw that they have a country music festival. There's no hotels like within 100 miles of Lexington, Kentucky. They're hosting a regional this weekend.
Oh.
There's no hotels. Trivia Carter asked Larry, tell us your best joke.
I don't know. I'm not funny. I'm not funny at all.
Larry's not very funny, actually.
I'm not funny at all. Dad told a good one, but it's inappropriate.
Larry's very smart.
Oh, no.
She's the smartest, for sure.
Yes.
She's
Larry,
as smart as
Larry
Larry
like
too.
fixes your watch when you couldn't figure out how to set the time on your
I
watch.
put your car
Car
seat
seats
in
in
your
for
car.
us for a long time.
Well, a big part of that also is that you're small enough to where you could like get in the seat and push the weight down to buckle it. Like I had to like cram my head up on the top and I couldn't get enough for it. But
But
yes,
it
that's
fixed
true.
your watch.
Yes.
Yeah, she would set that watch.
That was a long time. What watch
She
was
did
that?
Sophia.
That G-Shock watch or something? I couldn't get like
Yeah.
the date set on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Every time change.
Good at those kind of things. I'm not funny. I don't have a joke. I'm sorry.
That's a
I'm
good
not funny.
question.
This is just proving I'm not funny. I'm sorry.
Let's see. Will Skeens have 20 strikeouts with the non-SEC strike zone?
Yeah.
No, he's not going to strike out 20 batters. Come on, y'all.
Oh,
grief.
they say yeah.
Jesus. Strikeouts. He'd set the world record for strikeouts in a game. No,
What
he's
if
not
he
going
does, guys?
Oh my God.
In a game, no. No.
In the game, you
All I know
strikeouts?
is I'm
There's no
not
way.
young.
No way you're striking out 20.
There's no way you're striking out 20 people.
Unless you like keep on going 3 up, 3 down, nonstop.
Randall Offrecht says, "Morning Scone family, what SEC team would you take to win it all if it's not LSU?"
Vanderbilt
Yeah.
Good guess.
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
Eli.
or Arkansas.
Phoenix
Alabama.
in it.
No, bro. Bro.
We're talking about baseball here, dude. Baseball.
Vanderbilt.
Are you just saying that because they said that?
No.
Sounds like you're
I
saying
mean, Vanderbilt destroyed Florida, so.
No, Vanderbilt.
I mean, Arkansas or Vanderbilt's probably the answer, yeah. Erica,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Well, Vanderbilt. They're very smart there. Baseball's a smart sport.
I want to go to Vanderbilt.
You want to go to Vanderbilt?
Hey!
Aw.
And LSU.
And LSU.
Yeah, bro.
Better answer.
Larry,
Vanderbilt.
got it.
See, you're saying that because he said that?
100%.
That's why I said
At least
it.
I know.
Trivia Carter says Larry on whiskey and wine for that inappropriate joke.
Okay, got it.
Okay. I don't think you're gonna come on whiskey and wine until the
Okay.
inappropriate joke for sure. So,
Where is whiskey and wine?
we do it at Don Juan.
Don.
Oh, yeah, Mom, you
Cigar.
should definitely go on this.
Don Juan Cigar Bar.
I hear that
Okay.
every time on the radio.
Do you watch whiskey and wine too?
No,
Wow.
so Don Juan.
No, do you watch Whiskey and Wine? Pretty bold.
Yeah, I don't think you watch whiskey and wine.
I watch
But the Friday shows on AFR are presented
Yeah,
by
they
Don
say it like that.
Juan Cigar Bar. That's what he was saying.
What do you do at Oliver Cliffs?
That is Scone and Tea.
Okay,
It's Wednesday nights.
got
Ask Larry. That's Ask
God.
Larry's. It's trivia.
Favorite Cajun food?
Hey, who asked the questions here, man? Who's the host of this show? Ask Larry. Favorite Cajun food.
it. Ooh, etouffee.
Last night
Boo.
we
What
had
is that?
crab legs.
Crawfish etouffee.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I-
thought you just said, I didn't hear
I
crawfish.
did.
Yeah.
I said etouffee, but I meant
Yeah.
crawfish
I
etouffee.
didn't hear crawfish.
Yeah, etouffee.
I feel like you should ask Larry about her feelings about Papa Rock's cooking, if she feels the same way you do.
Oh, Dad's like the best cook in the world.
I do think he's a very good cook. I think, yeah.
Because everybody's like, "What you like?" I'm like, "Well, only my dad's gonna lie." Or if my dad
Erica
cooks, like, it's always-
goes to the super extreme on this show when talking about Barry's cooking. It's
Yeah,
like
the best,
no,
the best.
it's like
I don't
nobody
either.
else's cooking
There-
is good at all.
It's not.
I mean, there are other people that cook well, but there are some
Who?
dishes that I feel like Dad cooks
My
better.
grandfather, he's better at cooking like meat and stuff. Like, I can do that.
He's better at what?
Cooking what?
Cooking like deer meat, like other
Deer
chicken
meat, yeah.
stew.
Oh yeah, we don't
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I'm
But
just saying.
Papa Rock
He's better at
has,
doing that.
he has definitely dishes that I think compete against anybody. His chicken dumplings,
Crawfish
Erica's
etouffee,
crawfish etouffee.
jambalaya.
I don't eat his jambalaya, so I don't know.
Somebody
his
just mentioned
his
jambalaya.
seafood gumbo.
My papa does some.
Yeah,
good-
but Lucky's.
Oh, we're gonna have a cook-off.
Yeah.
my
Oh, it's going
What?
down.
It's going,
It's going
down.
down.
Lucky's dad. and
Fight,
Lucky's
fight,
grandma cook
fight,
really well,
fight.
too. So yeah, she is right. I mean, again, she's over the top, so probably that information becomes over the top.
Cortland said Florida because why wouldn't the second coach LSU rejected win a title? LSU didn't reject Kevin O'Sullivan.
Huh?
And he already won a title, beat LSU in
Those
2017.
guys have to stand up on top of it.
Kurt Taylor said, "Where's Drew?
Oh.
Drew's
Drew!
Yes, Drew, come here.
Drew!"
You want to come?
Hey Drew. Hey Drew.
Yeah, Drew.
Can you
You
come
got my
over
hair.
here?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever heard him do the open to Matt's show?
Please.
See if he'll do the open. It's really
Thank you
good.
very much.
Hey, bud, come see.
Hey Drew, where's it gonna be?
Hey, did you give him the rest of his meds?
Yes, I
Okay.
did. Watch, see if you can do this.
Hey,
He
come
does
see.
this so well. Y'all be amazed. Come here.
Come here. Hey,
Dad.
Drew, come see.
Daddy. Hey, see Daddy? Go
He
see
went to
Daddy.
Roro.
Come on. Come on.
Come see.
Hey, where's it gonna be?
Come see. All right, we gotta say hi to Dad's show. What are we gonna say? We're gonna say, "What's up?
Can you do the open for us?
What's up?
What's up, everybody?
Oh no. Oh no.
Good morning."
Can you do it?
You do it. You do it.
Aw.
then
You try to get him to perform.
that show.
After Dad's show, we're gonna get dressed and we're gonna go to the ocean.
And then
And after the ocean, we'll go to Drew's beach house.
and then.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go to Egypt.
Oh.
No, not Egypt. You changed it. Hey, do the Open Tonight Show. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to You Do It. You do it.
You do it.
I'll be cleaning, I'll go roofing, I'll go roof.com. 2 beds on no, I'll go roofing, I'll go roof.com.
Yay!
This is someone you know.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job, buddy.
Hey, who do you see here? Who's here? Can you tell me who do you see?
Who's this? Who's this?
What's his name?
Who's this? Who am I?
Yeah.
And who's
Eli.
that?
Who's this?
You got it?
Just,
See.
Jan.
CJ.
And who's
Yep.
behind Daddy?
la, la,
Who's behind Daddy? Look.
Who's this? Drew. Who's this? Who's this?
la.
Does he have
Got it.
Lucky.
Lucky. Good job.
Okay. All right, you can go see Roro.
No.
Or you can go
Okay,
do
you can
videos.
sit with Daddy. Okay, no, he didn't want to leave. Okay. All right, let's see. Favorite Cajun for Larry is Iraq's dad's jambalaya. Oh, Cajun food, for sure. Food, yes, food. Favorite. Leon Williams is LSU. I think LSU got a break at regional. Some of the regionals are brutal. Glad we didn't draw USM, Campbell, or Dallas Baptist. Hopefully they don't look past Tulane. Excited to watch. Samuel Smith said Larry and E-Rock sound the same.
No.
And TJ thinks we look like alike.
CJ.
No, y'all
See,
don't.
oh my God.
She's calling it TJ.
You know, I'm so sorry. I know your name.
Do you?
It's 2 letters.
I get it.
I don't think you do.
Hey, what's
Repeatedly.
my name?
I know your name.
It's
I'm
3
like,
letters.
Like Drew. Hey, Erica. What's
Ellie.
his name? It was like Drew. What's that? I know your name is CJ. I called you CJ all day yesterday. I don't know what just happened.
Cajun Country, ask E-Rock.
But CJ thinks Lauren and I look a lot alike.
Don't look
I
at
know
me
they do.
like. Yes, they do. They look
You thought we looked like twins yesterday. Wasn't that funny?
Ask E-Rock, are you pulling for Will Wade at McNeese
I
over,
am.
over LSU this year?
I mean, I have no connection to LSU right now in basketball. I'm pulling for Will Wade. I love Will Wade. I love Will Wade. I think he is amazing.
Trivia Carter asked Larry, what's the clumsiest thing you've ever seen E-Rock do?
Okay.
Oh, it's falling down the stairs, 100%.
Oh, you want to tell the
We've told
story?
this story a million times.
Okay.
It's falling down the stairs when she was being really cool because the guy came to pick her up from the house, and she put her hands in her pockets to walk down the stairs, and then she tripped. She tripped, and she rolled down the stairs. And she, the only thing that stopped her was the wall at the bottom of the stairs.
My dad was watching the whole thing.
Her face hit the wall, and her hands were still in her pockets.
So were you there watching?
We were all there.
Oh, I know Jennifer was there. I
Yeah,
know
we
you
were
were.
all there.
Oh my god.
Now I'm younger than Erica, so like I wasn't allowed to like make fun of it and laugh as much as Jennifer, but yeah,
It's pretty bad.
It was
Oh
terrible.
wow.
And he just stood there going, today.
He said, why don't you be waiting downstairs for prom next week when I pick you up? I was like, you know what? Maybe I will. My prom dress doesn't have pockets.
Did you still go to the date?
Oh, we went to other movies. I won't mention his name. But he was also, fun fact, when Matt and I were on our honeymoon, he was on our plane. Going to get married in St. Lucia. So,
Man,
I was like, Matt, the story you've heard 100 times of me falling down the stairs, that was my date. On our plane to the honeymoon. This is great. That was small.
Small world.
Yep. Clumsiest thing I've
Ask E-Rock, when is Coach Kelly coming over for dinner?
Well, I'm sure soon. You know, we talked about all the coaches earlier.
Oh, okay.
Lauren knows them all too. She calls carpool after me, so she sees all the dads driving. She knows. I was just saying how incredible, like, group of men they are because they're very involved and they're just around.
What an incredible group of men they are.
They are.
Great men.
They are great
Great.
men. So Kelly's yes.
Help me.
I need you to come bring it to me. I'll get videos. Thank you.
Ask Larry, what sports did you play in high school?
Oh, I was a gymnast and a cheerleader.
What?
No, and people will say that cheerleading's not a sport. I don't battle that.
It's not. The cheerleading
I
you did
said
is
I
not a
don't
sport.
battle this. I said I don't battle it.
Cheerleading like
cheerleading
Sophia
and
does
dance.
is a sport. Yeah. She does what she does.
I said I don't battle that. So, yay, cheerleading and gym.
Larry cheered at LSU.
I did.
And that is a very athletic thing. There's no doubt. Let's see. Trivia Carter. It's funny. It's been funny. Gotta go. Let's do this again, Larry. Be careful, you rock. You might be replaced.
Trivia?
He's joking. I'm not nearly as fun as you.
All right. I think we're done. You have a good day. Smash the like button.
Let me see how it'll start without giving it to you.
Still 100 watching live, only 44 likes.
Cover up, you.
Come on.
And subscribe. Okay, y'all have an awesome day. Peace.
Deuces.
Throw up the deuces. The double deuces. Oh, look, everybody did it. Double deuces.
What does that mean?
Bye-bye.
Cortland said cheerleaders isn't a sport, but they are athletes.
Okay, that's
Okay.
great. That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a sport.
Okay, I'll do that.
It's not a sport.
What about when cheerleaders compete?
Oh,
Is that
no.
still not
That's a
a
sport.
Like competitive, yeah.
Competition,
That's
that's a
that's a
sport.
sport.
So,
Competition does.
But like school,
Yeah,
No.
just cheering
That's
at a
athlete.
game.
That's
It's
athlete.
just you're an accessory.
Okay,
Yeah.
Matt, what's your thought?
Well, like it's not a sport.
Accessory.
When you're
Like a
cheering for
football
a team.
team. Accessory.
When you're competing, yeah.
What's your thought, Matt?
Competing
Just
is a
thought, Matt.
sport.
Because a sport, there has to be a winner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay's
Okay.
not here.
But no, we're just saying like when you compete and you win or lose, that's a sport.
yeah.
So when cheerleaders compete at a competition, it's a sport. But when they're just cheering at a game, it's like,
Okay, but would you consider dancing a sport?
No.
See,
No.
so then you can't consider cheerleading a sport because
Yeah.
dancers go to competitions too.
yeah, that's true.
So you have to consider an activity with
None
competition.
of y'all want to.
Mathletes, you wouldn't consider. I don't know. Anyways,
That's the thing.
I know. Why?
Dancers don't win or lose.
Yeah, they do. They have the same competition as
Yeah,
cheerleaders.
they do.
But then it's a sport.
Okay, well there you go. Thanks, Doc.
Anything as a competition, I call it.
Okay, anything with during competition. Okay, competition.
Cortland said competition cheer
I
and
was still-
cheerleading
I thought
aren't the
the
same
deuces
thing.
and y'all are done.
Well, we did, and then he asked the
Oh.
question.
Well, that's what we're saying. Yeah.
But
so
even
like,
but when you were at
But
LSU,
some are
you would go to
right. We would cheer at
competitions.
games. We would cheer.
No, but like there were competitions.
Right, that's what I mean. Like we were both. We cheered at games, and then for part of our season we competed. So it was cheerleading and competition cheer. So I don't know. I guess it's to your own determination. I stopped fighting that fight a long time ago.
I always have the conversation because people will talk about sports like golf, for example. You do not have to be an athlete to play golf. You don't have to be athletic to be a
Right.
golfer. That's not to say that there aren't athletic golfers, but you don't have to be
Very
an
true.
athlete. And there's a difference between like strength and speed and power and agility and hand-eye. Like NASCAR. You do not have to be athletic to drive a NASCAR. You have to be very skilled,
Strong.
but you do not have to be an athlete. You have to be athletic to play in the NBA. Like you cannot be an unathletic person and play in the NBA. So I think there's blurred lines. And then if you just say, well, there's got to be a competitive aspect, well, there's the Scripps National Spelling Bee. That's a competition.
Right.
But
That's what I
that's
was
not
gonna say,
sports.
that
Yeah.
that's not a sport.
There's all kinds of things.
Yeah.
but physical activity is not involved in a spelling bee.
But I would agree, cheerleaders, competitive
Oh my
cheerleaders
gosh,
are.
okay. We good.
Oh, trivia jump back in.
I thought he had to go to order.
Cheerleaders are judged just like band and gymnastics, not sports. How is gymnastics not a sport?
Joe.
That's a bad take. Ooh, that's a bad take.
Gymnastics is sport.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that's absolutely. a sport.
Gymnastics is sport.
If you're saying
One
that,
of the hardest ones. I'll even.
but I think he's saying because they're
Because
judged.
yeah,
It's a
it's-
judge, not like a
It's not a. You're not
But diving is
physically
judged.
judge diving.
Diving is
Yeah.
judged. You know, diving's a sport. It's judged.
right. But I think
Yeah,
what they're
fishing
saying
is-
is like swimming. You're in active
Right.
competition
Yeah, I
against.
guess.
Yeah. See, this guy
somebody
said fishing, but like, how is like there are lots of things you can do for sport. You can shoot clay, sport clay,
Right.
or sport shooting. There's lots of things like that. But
Eli's done.
But
I
I think some
tend-
of it is.
I tend to say like, for it to be a sport, like athletes play sports.
You
Yeah.
have to have a win.
And so then there's all, that's why like I have a bigger issue saying NASCAR is a sport than saying competitive cheer is a sport
I agree.
or gymnastics. Because you have to be athletic to do cheer or gym. You do not have to be athletic to be a NASCAR driver.
Yeah.
So,
There you go.
but I think sometimes we just pigeonhole into definitions things based on what our likes are.
for our experiences. If you don't know about it, you know what I'm saying? Like your experience.
Right.
If you don't know about cheer,
If you've never seen cheer gymnasts up, like,
Yeah.
and been around them, you don't realize how hard or how athletic they are.
I think most people can look at gymnastics and realize how hard that is and how athletic they are.
Yeah, maybe.
Flipping and flopping through the air, and
Yeah.
that's pretty intense. Trivia said in football, a touchdown to 6 points, no matter what judging person sees. No, there's no
the subjective
argument about the subjective nature of that.
Yeah.
But there are subjective natures of football, like when flags are thrown, and so that can impact outcomes of games and whatnot. But if you have a better way to do it, that's great. Let us know. Trivia. And I thought you had to go.
Yeah, trivia.
Why are you still here? Why are you still here, Trivia?
Trivia.
Still commenting.
Put that Hershey bar in the mail tomorrow. Trivia.
Yeah, how about that? No, you're not.
Maybe.
Yeah, no.
That's my goal. Friday.
We're passing through Pensacola. You can just stop at on the way home. You can just stop on at Trivia's house and bring him his Hershey bar.
I don't have it with me.
Yeah.
You could.
No, Trivia, you're missing
No,
the
it's
point
like
about
that true
NASCAR.
Hershey
The
bar.
point isn't about the scoring. The point about NASCAR is you don't have to be athletic to drive a car.
After Drew's
Athletes play
yes,
sports.
Hershey bar, I have it.
NASCAR is a competition. That's great. Competition. And there's a scoring system, just like fishing. It's a competition, and there's all that sort of stuff.
I went to that
But-
Carl Day, so it's really cool.
You don't have to be athletic to do that, so it's not a sport. Spelling bee. Spelling bee. You either spell it correctly or incorrectly. Is that a sport? I don't think so, Trivia. Okay. And Barry Johnson said, thanks for sharing your family with us. Love seeing Olivia, and as always, Team Drew.
Oh, thank you.
Very kind, very kind, very kind. Okay. All right. Now we're done.
Okay.
Take that, Trivia. Take that L. Take that L, Trivia. I'll do it backwards. I'm trying to see if the screen is flipped or if they're looking at that backwards. Would they be looking at it
Yeah,
backwards?
it's a good job.
He did look at it backwards, yeah, like that. Let's go back that.
Yes, you can
That'd be
do
that
that. Me and Amy.
Oh, wow.
They didn't do that before us.
Wow.
What did you do?
They came up
Are you
with it.
are you off of camera?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna do a thing.
You did this. L, S.
We came up with LSU on the bus ride home from some game where these people,
OU.
OU, whatever they did.
Oh, it was, Oregon State. Oh, SU, Oregon State, 555. I remember they did that.
Somebody we came up.
On the
we
bus.
were really sad because we didn't have an LSU thing. So we
She
made that
created it.
LSU. Me and my
Lauren created the cheerleader
The
LSU.
team that
Lauren created the LSU, but the LSU cheerleader.
Oh, you.
And not me.
Larry created it, excuse me.
It was
Larry.
Group
Well,
effort.
it did.
Group effort.
Larry.
Our group did.
Group effort.
Josh can call
I know, Josh will be calling me, Atlanta will be calling me.
That's funny.
More than Annie.
LOL. Oh, you see? You get people in their feelings. Not a sport. You wouldn't last 8 laps around Daytona. I'm not saying it's not hard. I'm not saying there aren't skill levels involved. But driving a NASCAR is most definitely not a sport. Okay, you put yourself in a hot car and you drive around in circles for hours. I'm not saying there isn't skill. There is. But you're getting in your feelings. See, that's when people tip their hands, when it's all about what your actual feelings, emotions about the sport you're discussing. That Trivia came back again. I got to go, but I'm done with sports. But I'm not done with sports and competitions. Yeah, NASCAR is not a sport. NASCAR is a competition, an intense one. It is not a sport. Okay, we got to go.
We're done.
Yeah, bye. NASCAR's so stupid.